Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be speaking about credit scores. You might think, why do I need a credit score? Ain't that just what old people want? I don't want a mortgage, why do I need a credit score? So the main reasons you want a credit score is one, because of a mortgage, like I just mentioned. But even if you don't want a mortgage, there's multiple other reasons. Interest on loans is lower, which means you'll be paying less for the new and cool cars that you want. You can get credit cards with higher credit limits, and that makes it easy to get credit card points, which in turn you can spend on credit card flights and upgrades, which is one of the best ways to travel the world for free. Because I know if you're young and you don't want a mortgage, you'll probably want to travel, and that's a major upside. So I'm going to break down a credit score. The main parts that make up a credit score are the amount of credit you have. So the more people willing to lend you and the more different lenders that are willing to lend you money is better for your credit score. Your repayment history, if you have never missed any payments, that's very good for your credit score. If you miss a payment, it can be basically detrimental to your credit score. You can lose 50 plus points overnight by missing a payment. The length of the credit that you've had is also a major bonus. So if you get a longer term loan or a mortgage, it does wonders for your credit score. So keeping these in mind, the top tips I'd have for you to higher your credit score is one, apply for a credit card. If you don't already have one, this will help you out loads. You're likely a young person, and if you are, you won't have any credit history. So this can start you up. Even if you just apply for one with a low limit, like £500 or $500, this will show that you're responsible with money. And the fourth most, I don't know if we're on number 4 or 5, but number 4 or 5 on the way that credit scores worked out is through the utilization rate. This is the amount of credit that you spend. So if you have a £500 credit limit, you shouldn't spend more than 50% of that. So if you have £500, never hold a balance of more than £250. And also with credit cards, it's very important that you pay off all that you owe at the point that you basically purchase it, or at least by the end of the month. Don't buy things on credit cards that you think, oh yeah, I'll probably have enough money at the end of the month, because you probably won't. And then you go into debt, and then you lose money, and that's bad for everyone. And then there's no point in having a good credit score if you ain't got no money. So, pay off credit cards at the end of the month. That's what I was going first.
You can also get discounts on insurance.
That's Emily's ad. So take out a credit card. The best sort of credit card you can get with the highest limit is better for you. Just make sure you pay it off. Also, you want a long-term line of credit, so keep your credit card open for as long as possible. If you want a nice car, I know if you're young, you'll probably want a nice car. Don't spend over 25% of your wages on it. So if you make £400 a week, only spend £100 a week on a car, or a car payment that's £400 a month, because you're gonna have to pay insurance on it and petrol and everything else, and that's gonna probably bring it closer to half of your wages taken home. And that's okay when you're young, but just get out your system and get a car like that. But saying that, car loans are good for your credit history because they're long-term loans, and they're normally for quite a substantial amount of money, thousands of pounds. So it shows that you can be trusted with money, and that's all the credit score company wants to know, if you can be trusted with money. So just be responsible with it, and your credit score will go up. Touching back on the benefits of a high credit score. When you get a mortgage, it'll be a long-term loan over 30 years. So the amount of interest that you get, 1% interest on your mortgage, can mean the difference between thousands, if not tens of thousands of pounds that you'll have to pay back. So getting the absolute lowest rate possible is the best option for you financially. So when you know that you want to get a mortgage in the coming years, I'd love to get a mortgage next year. prepare your credit score. Make it as high as possible. If your credit score is as high as possible and you have the salary to get the mortgage, then they're going to give you the best possible rates on it. If you've got a low credit score, then you're seen as a higher risk, so they're going to want to make more money out of you for this higher risk. So if you had like a fair credit score, like just under good, like if your credit score was fair, they might be charging you, just for an example, 4% APR on your mortgage. But if you had an excellent credit score, they might only charge you 2.8%. It can save you a lot of money just having a better credit score, because you will get them a lot better rates, and over time it will save you thousands of pounds. I also mentioned that it will get you better rates on loans, and you might think, Jensen, I'm trying to be financially smart, I don't want loans. But that can work out good when Elon Musk drops a Cybertruck and you're like, dang, that thing is sexy, and you want one. And having the higher credit score will make your payments even lower, because you'll get charged less interest, which will mean that the Cybertruck will be even more obtainable. On to the next perk, credit cards and credit card rewards. With a better credit score, you can apply to better credit cards and get better rewards. The best is American Express in the UK, at least. Well, I think everywhere American Express gives the best rewards, but they have a high criteria of like, you need a good credit score, you need to be earning at least a minimum amount of money, and you won't get one if you have a shit credit score.
Bye.